Hey, Philip A.M. And for my next piece, I've got The Trip So Far by Burkett from 2018. And the density of this lyric is likely going to require that I have a trio on a shuffle to slow my ass down some and make it present to life. The Trip So Far. I woke up in Chernobyl, buried in concrete, drifting towards the Pacific and Fukushima. There were fragments of a dream called Kent State, but I couldn't remember the details. The bullet that killed Kennedy and King was clenched between my teeth while the surgeon sharpened his bone saw. There was a pile of limbs awaiting shipment to or from Vietnam. There was a bonfire, and the children were the fuel. I bogarted the smoke of the mushroom cloud and melted into the color of their screams. I became light. I became their light fractured by an unseen prism. I maintained my speed, a rainbow in space. I counted my days in light years. I meant to say something, but I'd lost the code. I saw both ends of infinity, found myself in it unpinned, drifting, looking down. I saw myself looking up. We were strangers to each other on a bus going in different directions. The driver was on a leave of absence, killing for peace across the spectrum of time. His absence was the rhythm of the war, like the silences between the music, like the downbeat, like the dance floor of human existence. I tried to groove to it, and my feet never touched the floor. I was sick in the trenches of a battle that changed its costume before it could be identified. It had every passport. It could have been God or my neighbor, and it was. Before the blood dried on Jackie, LBJ laid his dick across the map, obscuring the lines. He came, and he came, and he came, and there was loud applause, and they gathered his semen and took it to the Pentagon to gestate. Birth announcements were sent out. Kennedy was baked into a cake. It was a party. Black folks were invited in, but they were only allowed to watch. Someone, a version of Jesus, gathered their tears and turned it into champagne. I found a place to hide between the apostles. No money changers were driven from the temple. Rome walked large across the earth. There was no truth to set me free. Someone had taken it and put it down. It was lost in a move in the back of a van, driving on a Mobius strip in the heartland, nestled between a stack of hula hoops and an official Davy Crockett coonskin cap. There was a tired old guitar string dreaming of rock and roll stardom. Richard Nixon recorded his bowel movements, and mercifully they were erased accidentally, but the shit was everywhere. He had come from a parade where he had a grab bag of communists and he threw handfuls of them to the children lining the streets. American candy, what a rush. They tasted like marshmallows toasted on a burning cross. The kids, the irises of their eyes were little flags. Machine gunner Joe McCarthy saluted each and every one. The National Guard were deployed to handle PR. My lie, the virgin that got pimped knocked on my door, hoping to get out of the rain. Somalia, the Congo, Mexico, Venezuela, Wounded Knee, Kuwait, Indonesia, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Ferguson, Syria, Turkey, Flint, Pakistan, Detroit, Palestine, Standing Rock, all her uncountable sisters who had been turned out were with her. I told her to go away. There was a hurricane in my kitchen. I could offer no sanctuary. I was running out of oil for my lamp, and it was getting dark. I would march, and that would be their umbrella. I would send flowers for the funeral. The television told me it would be all right. Vietnam, Korea Part 2. This time it's personal, brought to you in living color. Look at the peacock, gaze into the eye, buy something else. We now return to your regular programming. I fell asleep, counting raindrops. After the exorcism,